How many MPs does it take to change a light bulb? 2. One to change the bulb and the other to change it back again. That's right, welcome back to the bit of truth for a tasty Tuesday. Let's just hope the government aren't ruining your week. Now, speaking of the government, it's not a big wonder of mine while many people don't believe a single word that they say. Let's just take a look at some of the bile they're spewing today. Labour's Rachel Reeves vows not to raise the national insurance or income tax in her election pledge. Can anyone smell that? Is that bullshit or is that the breath of the Shadow Chancellor? Yes, the about-turn love taxes party led by the flip-flopper Keir Starmer has said that they'd strive to cut them. They don't care about us. And anyone who thinks that they do, even just an iota, is a complete idiot. Who knows if she's better than that dirty Diana? Yes, that Miss Abbott. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be that hard to beat as long as you can count above using your fingers. Tax this, raise that, increase prices over here. Don't you worry. We'll do our best just to feed you some bullshit and hope you believe it long enough just for us to get into power.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
In other ways, just to show you how much she understands her target audience, the working class people, she's been left with egg on her face. Labour's Rachel Reeves moans that her £86,000 a year MP salary is leaving her increasingly short. Pfft, you out of touch little cretin. £86,000 of our hard-earned tax monies given to you to do absolutely nothing, and it's still not enough. How do you think most people survive on just a quarter of that? Yes, apparently she's complained that she winces at the end of each month when she looks at her bank balance. Well, I guess we both have something in common for once. Not only the wage, she's blamed mortgages, gas, electricity and food bills leaving her increasingly short. Well, welcome to the glimpse of the real world, albeit still watching from your pedestal. Oh, did you forget to mention that your husband, the civil servant, made over £170,000 in 2022? Damn, you must really be feeling the pinch. Well, don't worry, I'm sure you'll squeeze by, seeing as you'll get a 7.1% pay increase from April, taking your salary up to £92,000. Fuck right off.
What a fucking bitch, am I right?
Now, speaking of the government and money, our money, let's just show you how happy they are to waste it. The Welsh Labour government has been blasted for spending over £500,000 of taxpayer money on an extortionate virtue signalling ad campaign praising its green credentials, all while cutting public services. Oh yes, well done for saving the planet. Congratulations. Makes me feel so comforted that all of the trees will remain green, all while my mortgage has gone through the roof. Gas and electricity bills are mortgages in their own rights. I have to take a payday loan just to buy a pint of milk. And my bins are only collected once every 3 weeks because it takes you so fucking long to get here at 20 miles an hour. All while charging me more for this fantastic service, might I add. Well done for spending more than the average UK person's salary on just your Facebook ads alone. What a bunch of complete muppets. Haven't got any money to sort the bins out, but do have money to inform us about their self-sucking virtue signalling ad campaign.
Whoop-de-fucking-do!
In more wasted funds, Britain grants asylum to a greater number of migrants than most European countries, and the rate has doubled since Brexit. Of course it has. And what does Mr. Fishy Rishi say about this? Nothing, because nothing he says means anything. It's all words, words, words in any particular order. Just keep saying words long enough and just hopefully we will be tricked by the bile. Look at how well we're doing on the league table. 3rd place. Who do you think you are? The England football team? Yep, we've climbed from 26 all the way to 7th in the league table of the highest initial approval rates out of 33 European nations. Double the rates of France and Sweden. Keep going. We can reach number 1. Number 1. We've got plenty of space. I was actually able to squeeze outside my front door today and not bump shoulders with an illegal Dover discoverer setting out camp outside. Now, speaking of houses and the housing crisis, we can always leave it to the hypocrites to tell us how to live our lives. Now we've got a loudmouth, Kirsty Allsop, who says detached houses should be banned because they're not environmentally friendly and lead to a loss of that community feeling. Oh yes, the property expert telling us we should all pretty much live in flats. As a property expert, Miss Allsoppy, you should know that living in a flat is probably the worst for losing touch with your community. You never see anyone. The only time you hear them is when they're banging their doors shut, got loud music blasting at 2 a.m, or some pulls the fire alarm late on a Saturday night, leaving everyone to have to vacate the building. Why don't you start with that co-presenter of yours, that Phil Spencer? Doesn't he live in a £3.3 million house? And speaking of environmentally practical, was it environmentally practical of you to buy 2 flats and knock them into 1 palace in Notting Hill? How very community orientated of you. More morons telling us how to live, yet they should just be minding their own f***ing business. Stop telling us what to do and carry on what you're supposed to be good at, talking shite on TV. Just like me.
He's absolutely right.
Now, speaking of out of touch morons telling us about the housing market, NatWest chief Sir Howard Davies, who earns £750,000 a year, sparks fury by claiming it's not that difficult for us to get on the housing ladder. Ah, yes, it's a piece of piss, mate, when you're on £763,000. Please don't tell me it's easy when your salary starts with a 2 or a 3, and I don't mean 100. Days of yesterday where you could get a mortgage 5 times your salary. Now you have to save 5 times your salary just to come up with a fucking deposit. In 1998, the average cost of a home in England was 3.5 times earnings. And now it's more than 8 times. So easy. That's on top of everything else in the world that's gone up. Well, actually everything in the world that's gone up. Because the lunar eclipse 3 centuries from now will align with the stars of Saturn. And by the way, he says this as he sits in his ivory tower. The NatWest boss with the £763,000 a year salary, who was blasted by telling us it's easy to get on the property ladder, lives in a £2 million house. Well, there you go. One completely out of touch twit, who probably couldn't even tell you how much the cost of a pint of milk goes for.
If you just stop talking.
And I suppose then, Mr. Hairy Dickhead, Howard Davies, it's this next lot's own fault that they don't have some of their own to call home either. Tens of thousands of soldiers and veterans are relying on benefits, the figures show. Ah yes, fan-fucking-tastic. 4,000 active service members and 52,000 vets living on universal credit. But that's just believed to be the tip of the iceberg, as it only covers around 66% of those potentially affected. It's thought to be closer to 80,000 vets and 6,000 active service personnel relying on welfare. This country has become a complete fucking joke. And it's a double kick in the face to these people who fought or are fighting to protect it. Nothing for you lot. We need to look after the potential people of terror flocking here illegally from the terrors of France. We need to give them free hotels, free food, free council houses, free money, free medical, free dental, free schooling. Makes me just want to stop the planet and get off.
It's a bloody disgrace.
Now, speaking of the military, we should look no further than the German army. It's come up with the greatest way to show the rest of the world how it's done as per normal. Oh yes, the German army has bowed to Generation Z as it offers flexible working to attract new soldiers. Well, it sounds like you're going to get exactly the right people you need for the job. Shells going off left and right, helicopters unleashing above. But don't worry about the front line. They're off today hiding in their safe spaces. Dyeing their hair purple, blue or pink, great camouflage might I add. Discussing whether or not they'll be male, female or somewhere in between for the upcoming party this Friday night. Good luck to you when the next World War hits. I guess we know not to rely on you. I guess nothing changes there. Now let's have a look at some more crime involving the usual suspects. The bozos in blue, as our guest daily is not often enough to see what they're up to. An ex-police inspector admits misconduct during strip searches. Oh yes, here we go, another filthy piggy getting his dirty trotters all over people, all whilst on duty. He's admitted 17 charges which were all dated between October 1999 and April 2007, coincidentally the same year he left the force. All the complainants, who were aged between 17 and 31, all had naughty things done to them when he was supposed to be conducting a strip search. He's also denied another 12 charges, yet we have to wait a while as the 3-week trial isn't starting till January the 20th of next year.
I am shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
And here we got another one, getting handsy, but just in the normal way. A Met police officer has been sacked for using excessive force during a stop and search. Ah yes, here we go again. Again, we're reporting another officer assaulting members of the public. Here we have a plainclothes officer and his other plainclothes cronies approaching a man who was just sitting in his car minding his own business. They decided to use the age-old line of "we can smell the aroma of flowers coming from your car," pulling him out of the motor, striking him, and then pepper spraying him in the eyes. No bouquets were found, yet then spent 45 minutes handcuffed, and then they had the nerve to arrest him for obstructing, later having to de-arrest him. And just to rub further salt in his wounds, the poor man needed hospital treatment for his injuries, with none of the officers giving him first aid treatment at the incident. Charming lot, aren't they?
No, not really.
And for the final trifecta of the holy trinity of crooked coppers, we have this one. A Southern Met police officer is charged with raping and choking a man in Islington. Oh yes, well done to the new officer, Andres Sakadik. Sorry, Sadiadik. Who fucking knows? Anyway, he was charged for these offences all while during his probation period. I guess you were probably in that class I mentioned yesterday, where you had the fired cops teaching the new ones. Catching on quickly, aren't you now?
You gonna learn today.
Right, so what have we learned today? Rachel Reeves' MP salary of £86,000 isn't good enough. The Welsh Labour government are a bunch of clowns. We are near the top of the charts in giving Dover discoverers a new home. It's a piece of piss to buy a new house as long as you're on £763,000 a year. And we still can't trust the police. Signing out.